Okay, so I've been meaning to do a live stream last night, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, this whole, okay, what, trying to see, okay, I guess, so Demi Lovato dropped a new album recently, and if you like the album, that's cool. If you enjoy the album, that is great. I, on the other hand, do not. I didn't find one single song good at all. I know it's supposed to be a personal album of hers, one of her most powerful, personal albums that she's ever made. That's cool, um, but you know, I couldn't get into any of the songs, let alone the beats. Um, but I mean, at least with her last album, "Tell Me You Love Me," at least 2 or 3 songs I liked. Hey, what's up, dude? I've been watching some of your videos lately. I think you did a shout out in one of your recent. I can't remember. It's cool having you in the chat. Um, yeah, Demi Lovato. Her album I can't get into. At least with, again, the last one. 3 songs at least I liked, other than the rest of the album, because I thought the rest of it kind of sucked. Even the title song was good to a degree. Her newest one, what, "Dance with the Devil," I didn't really get into any of the songs. Even when Ariana Grande, what is with like these artists nowadays? Like, they're just dropping these lame, boring albums. Like, just, it seems like they're all the same as well. Like, there's the same beats. They're all loops. Granted, I make loops, but I'm not making money from it. So, like, I get a pass because I'm not an artist. But they're artists and they're getting the pass and getting praise and Grammys and awards for no reason to me. Bruno Mars, he, at least finally, I'm not really a big Bruno Mars fan, but I liked, what, 24 Karat. I liked at least maybe 5 songs. At least a handful of them anyway. I really love Versace on the Floor. That's a good song by him. Very good song. Classic 80s. He's like more old school. I like him because he doesn't really cuss much in his music, if ever. But like, at least I'll just listen to clean versions. It's ridiculous. I gotta go on Spotify and literally type up like the artist and then their album, and then but I have to put clean for it to pop up for a clean, version of the album. I'm like, wow. Because the release versions of the album, like, they're out versions, like, they're just explicit lyrics. Like, why? Like, why do you have to cuss in every single one of your songs, or at least in most of your songs? Even like the good ones that have beats, they got drop an F bomb. Yeah, I did. Oh, that's cool. I might be doing. I believe I do have scheduled. I have some Nightmare on Elm Street reviews coming out. I also have Wrong Turn flicks already coming out. I think the next one will be the 5th one. I already did the 3rd and 4th, so the 5th one the fifth review of that is, or the fifth movie review is coming out. I think it's coming out tomorrow. So if anybody's interested in my wrong turn thoughts, they're on my channel. Even though it seems like they're not popping up right when you get to it, which is weird. At least I can't see them. But yeah, Bruno Mars, he came out with a new song, which is really classy. Good music does not need right. I don't get like these artists. Like if you want to be part of the mainstream, you gotta have some f bombs and some demeaning women a little bit there and here or here and there. Like why? I'm gonna try to remember, try to check that out. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, I really do like your channel though. Yeah, Bruno Mars, he came out with a new album, not a new album, a new single is already #1, which is good. That song at least is classy. It's doo-wop kinda, but it's old school, and I like that. There's no cussing, no mention of drinking and drugs and all that. Like there's none of that. It's just old school baby making music. But yeah, I'm waiting. I'm a little bit excited for his album, but then it seems like every time I get excited for an artist that I like nowadays, or the album, the singles they put out either or just or just oh okay, that's cool. Something's wrong with my internet apparently. Something's wrong with my internet. Like I can't like some of these chats. It doesn't. Oh no problem. You seem like a cool guy anyway. Like I don't really subscribe to like a lot of reviewing channels really, but like there's maybe like a few of them I do watch and listen to. Horror channel I like. I think check him out. He's pretty cool. He did just recent first the first two Scream movies. I blame Google. Yeah. I blame all of them. That way, I'm not playing favorites. I'll just say I blame both of you. Um, but yeah, anyway, this entire stream was really meant for WrestleMania 37. Now, again, I don't talk about because yeah, I agree with that statement. This stream was mainly to talk about WrestleMania 37 really fast. I'm not going to go over all the matches because I only paid attention to because since I only talk about the women, my objective will mainly be about the women matches or either had a women in them that had significance in them. So the tag turmoil match for the contenders for the match. Oh, that's cool. I don't know who he wrestled. I can't even remember who he wrestled last night, or if he did wrestle last night. I forget when he wrestled. He wrestled at one of the WrestleMania nights. I'm shocked that I could have swore I saw a thumbnail and it said losers and winners from last night's or from WrestleMania 37. I could have swore I saw a thumbnail of Edge with Roman Reigns' title. Now apparently I guess Roman Reigns won, now that I watched the video. Apparently, I guess he won, which I was glad because, again, I'm not even a big fan of Edge, but I don't know, seeing him as champion but I guess Backlash is the next pay-per-view, apparently, because I thought Money in the Bank was supposed to be, but then, because I saw on Facebook, somebody posted a thing of Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley facing each other at Money in the Bank, or that's what they want. Bobby Lashley, I know him from ECW and from 2008 SmackDown vs. Raw. I know Bobby Lashley seems to get a lot of flack. I didn't mind him, like his feud with Roman Reigns. Just in case people are watching, I'm gonna just let them know what I'm talking about in the chat. But yeah, I do like Roman Reigns. John Cena, I used not mind. I used to like him a lot, and then they never really let him be different. Like he was pretty much the Goku, Superman, whoever, pretty much the. Hey, horror channel reviews. I just shouted out your channel. I just mentioned your channel a few minutes ago. I'm just pretty much talking about WrestleMania 37. Pretty much about the women matches. The tag team turmoil match, which to me, that's a dumb name, turmoil match. Like, what? Oh, no problem. I'm still waiting on your thoughts on Scream 3 and 4. Yeah, anybody else in this chat, please go subscribe to these two guys' channels as well. They're awesome. Do cool reviews. Better than mine, I'm going to say, because they have better cameras, better quality. But yeah, the whole wow, got like a lot of people in here. 7 views or people. That's up first. Let's keep this momentum going. But yeah, maybe I'll do Star Wars as well. Maybe I'll do some Star Wars movies or Star Wars reaction videos. If anybody's interested in me doing some Star Wars content, let me know. See, some of your chats are starting to. It's weird, like they're not showing up, and then they are. Because I mean, I'm still doing horror stuff, but I'm doing like other stuff too. Yes, I am, sir. I would say my favorite drink though is probably iced tea. I like extra sweet. But yeah, I was thinking about doing some Star Wars stuff. Maybe I'll do some reaction videos, fights, maybe. Final Destination. I haven't seen those in a long time. I mean, I saw like some of them not recently, but I never tried Jack Daniels. I just tried red wine and white wine for the first time, and oh my god. Never again am I doing that. I'll just say that. I'm not going into details. We'll be here all day with that. My thoughts, my views on the Final Destination films. I saw the first one. When didn't that come out in 2003 or 2? But the first one is okay. The second one with Claire Redfield chick was fine. Especially, yeah, but of course it was my first time drinking that type of wine. Never again. But the others, like after the third one, at least, because 2000, okay. At least like the first 3 I can probably watch, because at least they're not all downbeat at the end, unlike 4, 5. Is there a 6th one? No, there's only 5 of them, right? I want to say 5, because there's Final Destination 4. I swear there's a one that's called The Final Destination, but then I'm thinking of Final Destination 5. So I don't know if there's 6 of them altogether. Oh, okay. I swear maybe is the first one just called Final Destination? Because I swear one of them says the final or the at the beginning. But I know they want to do a reboot, I think, or another soft reboot or whatever they want to call it nowadays. We're doing a reboot, but it's not really a reboot. It's a sequel. It's a reboot to nothing. Because we're starting over, but not really. Like, pick a lane. Yeah, I would have to watch them all again. But again, I remember at least the first 3 at least did not have downbeat endings. Okay, the 5th one is okay. Thank you, Horror Channel. But yeah, I think I might. Maybe I'll do that if anybody's interested in me torturing myself to watch all 5 movies. Let me know. I know the third one is that one with the roller coaster with the Thing prequel chick. I forget her name. Elizabeth Winstead. I liked her. I like her as an actress. I think she did pretty good in that. But yeah, maybe I'll do at least the first 3. Oh my! Cause I'm not a fan of those movies, but at least like the first 3 I can deal with. But then the 4th and 5th I can't, because then it's like everybody dies at the end anyway. So it's like, what's the use? I don't know. Like some movies I can sort of deal with everybody dying at the end. Only if I enjoy the movie, I guess maybe. And I forget what the 4th one even was. Like what? Didn't that one have? I want to say the 4th one was with the gymnastic girl and her back got messed up. Or maybe that was the 5th one. And there's a laser eye surgery thing that happens. Oh, the 4th one was in 3D. Wow. I would have thought the 3rd one was, since it's called the 3rd one. I guess they want to change it up. Plus, the 3rd one had a roller coaster, so I would assume it was in 3D. Because then, what did I know? But yeah, overall, maybe I'll do the first 3 at least. Oh, okay. See, I guess I must have not seen the fourth one then, because I can't even remember. I remember like some of the stuff from like the other ones, but the fourth one is like a blank, totally a blank. Maybe I didn't see it, but if anybody is interested, I will torture myself and review and rant. I will watch them and then get that out the way. But yeah, I have Nightmare on Elm Street movies coming out, reviews coming out. Um, Wrong Turn still coming. Maybe I'll get back to Puppet Master. I know I did the first two. Um, so yeah, WrestleMania 37 with the women tag turmoil match again. That's a dumb subtitle name for a contenders match. Whatever, I guess they want to try to be different with the names. But yeah, it was the Riot Squad, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Tamina, and Natalia, and I think that was. It seemed like there's. I know pretty much Natalia and Tamina Snuka won. Yeah, I like the first two movies at least, but the rest of them just. Like maybe there's elements I might have mentioned in the fourth one or third where they could have done like some cool stuff because they did have interesting plots, but then like the way they executed them was just at least to me I couldn't get into them. Um, but getting a remake, even though it's not really again it's not. Uh, I would say the first if you want to just like stick with the first film and not even touch like the rest of them, like you can it'd probably be better because then you'll because like even the second one doesn't really it's not really a sequel to the first one because they don't have like returning characters. They don't, I mean they have the cannibals, but they don't have like the survivors or they don't even mention what happened in the first one. So like really none of them are really sequel. Like the first two aren't really even connected. Really, like really the second one you can the second and third one you can really I can't even remember if they mentioned anything. So I don't think they do. You can pretty much just cut out the second one and the third one. Just cut them out of the entire franchise and just leave the first, no, the fourth, the fifth, and then well, I don't even know about the fifth one because I know Pinhead's in it, but I'm not sure what character he's supposed to be. If he's supposed to be the old gas attendant guy in the first one, or that guy that got blown up in the second one. The continuity in those films, I don't really understand either. And I forgot there's a sixth one, Last Resort, which that one really, really declined. It had a cute chick in it, but at the same time, it's like, I can watch other movies with cute chicks all over it. But yeah, and in it. But yeah, the Wrong Turn movies, I'm not a big fan of. They're fine. What Well, the first two are fine to me. A remake, even though again, I would. It's a good. Mm, I guess. Like the idea, I like. I like the concept of mountain people living in the woods and they're picking off people one by it's basically a slasher and they kill people in cool ways. So I do like the idea overall. Um, Yeah, the Italian Tamina Snuka, they won the contenders match, and then they fight Shayna and Nia, and then they win, which was pointless at the end of the day. Sasha Banks, on the other hand, totally loses. I don't understand why, because to a rookie Bianca Belair, I think it's overrated. I'm sorry if people like her, that's cool. I don't, not personally. I mean, as her character, I don't care for her, and her athletic ability in the ring, I don't care for. Like her whole stupid whipping her ponytail around like she's a freak, like she's Sindel from Mortal Kombat. I just do a freaking do Sindel's finisher where you just scream like a siren. Just scream at the top of your lungs, and then maybe Sasha will be like, "Oh, I don't like this," and I'm no. How about you do that? Bending, that shouldn't even be allowed either. She's using that as a weapon, essentially, because she leaves marks on Sasha somehow. I guess her ponytail is made of little short knives and razors. Because literally Sasha got some cuts on her or a mark. I'm like, wow, what? So how is that allowed? Like, it's not supposed. Women aren't allowed to be hitting each other with chairs, but yet in this match. But then she uses her stupid just cut, and that shouldn't even be that long either, right? You're not Indian. Or maybe she is on, but still, like, I can't buy her character as a threat or anything. Oh, she's supposed to be strong. I've seen stronger women. It's called Beth Phoenix. Nobody wants to. Oh, she picked up. Uh, I forget the guy's name, but she picked that guy up, even though he wasn't really that big. But okay. And then they make a big deal of her. Oh, because she ran tracks, or she can sprint fast, like she's freaking female Quicksilver over here. She's so fast, she'll trip on her stupid long hair ponytail. That's sharp. I just don't get it. I don't get the praise of Bianca Belair. And that's cool. Again, if anybody in the chat likes her, I don't despise her or anything like that. It's just, I don't care for her ability in the ring. Like even when especially when she opens her mouth and tries to, like, how about you go to church and start clapping your hands? That's all you have to do. If you want to clap. I did want to watch Godzilla versus King Kong, but I did a reaction video. If anybody's interested, I did a reaction to the trailer. I did not like the trailer. I'm not even a big fan of Godzilla or King Kong. I mean, I like 76 King Kong, all right. I like the 30. What was it? 33 King Kong, the black and white one. I sort of like that one, mainly because it has stop motion and that's pretty cool. Peter Jackson's King Kong I really enjoy, although I wish they would have had more action with Kong, because like he's like Zack Snyder, where he likes to take his time and stuff. I mean, I get like you have a vision and you want to put it all in one movie, but the fact that like we spent an hour or so on a freaking boat ship, cargo ship or whatever to go to an island. Come on. And then when we get to the island, then we don't Kong is there, and then he fights what 3 or 4 T-Rexes basically in one. Then they fall, and then he fights one on one, and then That's it. And then it's just him trying to get Anne back. So even the extended version, there's an extended version of Peter Jackson's King Kong. There's really, it has more stuff and the crew getting Anne. Like, they have more action sequences than King Kong, even though his name is in the freaking title. How does that make sense? I don't get it. It's not called Jack and Crew Rescue Anne. 5.0 or 5.20 20, I guess. 5.20. I agree with that statement. I mean, I liked Anne's character. I did like Jack. I liked Jack Black's character. I did think he was pretty cool, pretty funny. All I want to do is just film everything. Even if I'm about to get crushed, I gotta film this. He should be one of those guys in lost footage films. See how long he lasts in that. I know what you did last summer movies. Like the first one, I haven't seen them in a long time either, but I know the first one's like supposed to be a classic. Like, I like the idea of these kids, they did something last summer and they try to forget about it and try to move on for life, and then it's haunting them. I would have liked it if it was a more supernatural, I mean, not supernatural, but a more psychological, slow burn film where it's them just going crazy over what they did instead of like an actual killer. But I think that would be but I mean, I didn't see this. I mean, I guess I did. I saw like bits and pieces of the second one. The third one, I didn't see at all. I know the second one has Jennifer Love Hewitt in it. Because apparently I guess that was. I think they mentioned that was a dream sequence in the second one, even though they shouldn't have just. They should have just ended it where it was normal. Didn't you have to have a sequel bait ending? Even though it wouldn't have been a sequel bait because she dies. If you want to say that. But then the sequel, she's alive, and her and Brandy are alive. And then they're on an island. Third one. See, I didn't see the third one. I think that one has a way. I don't even think they mention anything in the first two films, which is, you know. I mean, cliffhangers I'm okay with sometimes if they're done in a way I like it, or if I like the movie enough and I know they're gonna do. I mean, yeah, different, but was it the same director as the first, or not the first, but the second one, or like did the director at least come back? I'm guessing not. If I think they want to remake those movies as well. They want to remake, reboot, soft reboot, or whatever. Oh, it's shot in Canada. Maybe I'll do those as well. But I like when directors come back at least to do like to at least finish what they started. Like at least, but then if you want to count the Star Wars movies, if you like that type of style where the director leaves one movie to go do another movie and then comes back. So, maybe that's not always the best case. That's not always the best case, because then they gotta go off what the other director went off, what he did in the other movie, even though that wasn't really your vision. I don't know. I liked The Last Jedi, so, but then they want to recon everything and ruin stuff, at least to me. I'm fine with small budget, like low budget films if they're like interesting, but like there's some I just can't get over, like this horrible ones I've seen recently. If anybody's visited my channel recently, I did a rant on a stupid killer clown, ghost clown Camp Blood movie. Oh, talk about a small budget and terrible acting all over the place, terrible effects, and it rips off classic horror movies because it thinks it's so hip, and it's not. I believe there's sequels to this movie. What is it? Ghost of Camp Blood. I think there's actually sequels to that because I saw the name Camp Blood 4 and it had the same clown on the cover. So I'm like, oh my god. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them. I might review those. I might watch them and then review them and just tear them apart. Ugh, that first one. Oh my god. Never have I ever seen a movie I despise that bad, except for Midsummer or some more, and I can't remember another movie. That's close to it, and so is Ghost of Camp Blood. Just, ugh. The way it ends is stupid as well, and doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so Shayna and Nia retain. Asuka loses her title to Rhea Ripley because, yeah, I guess all the baby faces are supposed to lose. Well, I wasn't really rooting for any of these people, except for I would have liked if Liv Morgan, Riot, or Ruby Riot won that contenders match, but whatever. But then they would have lost anyway, so really I wouldn't have cared. So I would have been even more mad. This stream is going on for 38 minutes. Me just rambling. But I enjoy talking to everybody here. I did a commentary for the fourth one. I did a commentary for the fourth one. It's on the channel. I did a review for the fourth one. I don't think I did any of the other ones yet. I mean, I only did the fourth one because that's the one I like. I mean, I like the other ones too, but like the fourth one, I know it's hated. That's the one that's so boring. Even though most of them is people walking around in a house, filming each other, not doing anything interesting. But like the second one, the first one, I didn't mind. Like I like some stuff in the fourth one, but the ending was just, you already knew where it was going. Some stuff in that's dumb. But again, even in the third one, even though the third one seems to be the most loved, aside from the first one and the second, the marked ones, I know that's I know there's a Japanese spin-off type thing where it's sort of connected, but it's not connected, I believe. I think somebody mentioned like there was, I forget what it's called, One Night Tokyo Night or something. But like that one, it's sort of canon, but it's not. I can't remember who mentioned that, like, or how it was even explained. But there is a Japanese one out there, franchise, which is, I don't know how that works. I mean, that's cool, but I haven't seen it. I don't know if I want to see it. But the Ghost Dimension, that one, it had interesting ideas as well, but then they don't really do much. And then even the ending of that one I didn't like, because even there's like, I think there's 2 endings. Yeah, I do like a few Korean J horror movies. I like there's one called Voices, but then it goes by another name. Somebody behind you, I believe. That one's a good one, but the ending I didn't understand. Ghost Dimension, I did like some stuff in it. I will admit, I did like the effect. I like the look of Toby. I guess he looks like he's Venom. He's like a ghost Venom. Basically, what he is, a demonic Venom. So I did like that. The whole exorcism, climax thing with the priest. It was okay, but then it depends on what ending you get, and then even the ending, like the alternate ending with them surviving, but then it's like, wait, they go in time still, and then because I swear Christy and Katie are kids at a party, and they have that ponytail man. It's the ponytail man from the Coven, or whatever he's supposed to be. I don't even know if they say his name in that movie, but I'm calling him Ponytail Man because that's what I remember him having. And he's all in black, so he's the Ponytail Priest Man. But yeah, either Toby wins in one ending. I swear he does have a ponytail in it. I believe. I'm remembering right. He does. Not a long one like stupid Bianca Belair, but or Sandel. But yeah, um, that the ending with the fifth with Ghost Dimension where either Toby wins, where they go into Ghost Dimension, which is kind of creepy and pretty interesting, but then they don't really do much with that. And then he kills the mom, and I guess taking her. Is he a predator? I guess so, because he's after children, so I guess he is a predator as well. He's a demon, but whatever. But so I don't even know what would the and they want to do a reboot of that movie or they want to do a sequel to Ghost Dimension. I know they want to do a seventh one, not a reboot, but a seventh one. Which I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work because Toby's he's resurrected. Everybody's dead except for the only person that survived in this entire franchise. I mean, I guess if you count the dog from the second one, I can't remember. They said they put her down or what. But I know the daughter in the second one. At least she survives because she comes back in marked ones and explains stuff, and then she goes away. She's like, I told you the whole history, okay, so don't bother me ever again. I'm leaving. I'm going back to South Dakota. Or I'm going abroad. But yeah, at least like Allie, she survives. I don't know what the idea is for the seventh one. I think somebody seems like I read a synopsis or it was an article of what ideas for the seventh one. I can't remember if Katie and I can't remember if their family's supposed to be still part of it, even though like it wouldn't make sense for certain stuff. I know there's videos that are on YouTube that can explain some stuff or can try to make excuses. Well, not excuses. They can try to, organize stuff, but I don't know. Like the first one's fine. The second one I like because at least it's not completely downbeat because the daughter survives at least. The third one I don't mind. Again, the ending was just the fourth, okay, the fourth one, um, I like elements, but then, yeah, I like maybe some of the, I like characters somewhat in that. And then the fifth one was just ideas were pretty cool, elements of that, and then with the ending, I did like the one. There's one scene in Ghost Dimension where the dad or boyfriend or whoever he is with the one lady, he's in the hallway. It's dark, and he goes down to the daughter's bedroom. He's filming, but he sees a dude like standing. He's either standing like in the doorway or like in the hall a little bit. And I think it's supposed to be like a life-size Santa, but it's pretty cool because he slowly approaches him, but then he turns around because he hears something. So he turns around, and then when he turns back, the shadow guy is gone. So I thought that was a creepy scene. They should have did more stuff like that. But I mean, I'm fine with CG and stuff. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, CG." The CGI is terrible in some movie. I'm not one of those people where, like, if I like the movie, then I like and the effects are fine for me. But yeah, that scene I liked. I wish they would have did more like that. But I think that scene's only in the director's or uncut version, which sucks. I don't see why. Whatever. Let's keep all the cool scenes that are really creepy out of the actual movie. You know, I hate when they do that. Like, you gotta go out and buy another version of the movie that has way better stuff in it instead of the released version for everybody, and it has decent stuff in it, but but the other version has way better stuff. That's what I would like somebody. I know they did a petition for Jason Goes to Hell for Final Friday. I want a director's cut. Where is that director's cut? Because there's footage that has. I know I know that one a lot of people hate, but it's grown over the years. A lot of people are starting to like it more. I love that one because it doesn't have anything really to do with the franchise. Really, it doesn't fit anywhere in the canon, and I like that because it's not really ruining anything. It's not tarnishing anything of what came before it. And granted, it's way different than the other because Jason's hopping bodies like he's a body hop. I forget, like he's in the movie The Hidden. But I like that one. And I like the look of Jason in that one where his mask is like fused to his face and his body's all melted. I mean, Grant, I guess you can maybe say it takes place after part 8, but then it's like, but didn't he turn into a kid at the end, and wasn't he Asian? Not against anything, Asian people or anything like that, but they literally, I guess, swear the kid was. It's where they cast the kid. There's times where Jason looks like he's American, and then there's times where they have a kid. Where I think they even changed the kid's hair, where it's not even the same hairstyle as the other kid, and the face you can tell it's not the actual kid. But again, I even like part 8 a good bit. I know that one even's way hated, but like the effects in that one aren't really off the par with the others at all. But I don't know. I like somewhat. I like the look of Jason somewhat in that. I like the music, the opening song. Was it Night of? I forget what it was called. It's the song. It's the theme song in the opening credits. That's a good song. I will say the '80s had great soundtrack to horror movies. '80s and '90s anyway. Nowadays, you don't get that. I would love a soundtrack to Insidious. A good soundtrack anyway. A good soundtrack to, the Chucky movies. How come we don't get any theme? Well, I get maybe. But again, you can make a song out of Chucky, I believe. Or the Halloween, maybe not them, because John Carpenter's all over that, but maybe because they don't really need that. Or the Scream movies. especially this fifth one that they want to do, which, again, I'm not excited for that either. I wish we would bring back some good soundtracks to horror films. Like, we don't get that anymore. And it's sad. It's like it died in the 90s. And then in the early 2000s. Early mid 2000s, that stuff kind of died out. Which is sad. Back to WrestleMania 37. Going on for 51 minutes. Oh my god. I need to end this stream like in 10 minutes. I always do streams at nighttime. I never really did them at daytime. But so I guess that's something different I'm doing. I'm going to try to do that again. Maybe I'll do another stream later on at night, because I will go over possibly Alexa Bliss and what they do with her and Fiend and Randy tonight. I guess it'll probably be around 11 or 12. If anybody's interested in me doing another live stream, I might do a review and put it out today as well, or an animation. But yeah, Rhea Ripley won against Asuka, which I don't care. Sasha Banks lost to a rookie, which whatever. The match was fine. It did have some good spots, but again, I wasn't interested in the storyline, let alone who she was facing. I will say it was pretty cool that she main evented the first night. She main evented a WrestleMania. Two black. They want to make it a big deal. Two black. I mean, I guess that is pretty cool. Like, I like to just say, like, just two women, main eventing. But I guess I can't remember. I think they did that last year, but still, it was pretty cool that Sasha Banks got to main event WrestleMania for her first time. Not a first time, but yeah. But so that happened, but then she lost. So screw that. I'm not really interested in that repeating, rotating door of events that will shoot off into another pay-per-view between the two. I'd rather her and Bayley get back and start fighting each other instead. But and the last thing I want to go over is Randy Orton and the Fiend. Now the Fiend, apparently he got burned up and then he was melted, and now he comes out and he's all better. He comes out of this cool big box that Alexa Bliss starts winding up like it's a Jack in the Box. And then he jumps onto Randy Orton, and they fight a little bit, and they fight a little bit, and they fight a little bit. And then the lights, then the fire comes out like out of the corner ropes or corner of the ring, like it's Kane's entrance. And pretty much as Alexa Bliss, she comes out and she's all in black, and she has black goo dripping over her face, and then the Fiend's distracted by her, I guess, and then Randy Orton does a RKO, pins him, wins, and then he rolls out of there. He's like, what just happened? And then he leaves, and then Alexa Bliss and the Fiend just stare at each other. And then it goes black, and then I'm like, okay, so I don't really care much for that. I mean, I'm not even mad that the Fiend lost, but it's like, I don't get it. Because, like, what's this gonna accomplish? What's this gonna lead to? Alexa Bliss, she's like out of control with stuff where she blacks out, goes to a darker version of herself, but then she's like Funhouse Alexa, and then she goes to Fiend Dark Side Alexa, and then she goes to Dark Side Alexa, and then Goddess Alexa at one point. I don't know. I'm not really interested much in what's going to happen tonight, because If anything, if they do another segment where it's just her backstage talking, they've been doing that to hype up this, and then she doesn't really do much, but just sit there, and the Fiend just stares at her, tries to reach his hand out to her, so Fiend gets RKO'd. But so yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with these two. I hope it's something interesting and actually good. But I'm not mad that the Fiend lost or anything like that. I do. I kind of like his mask, but I'm like, that's the same freaking mask, but it's just like tweaked a little bit. They just like tweaked a little bit, just a few stuff, a few things here and there. But it seems like that's the same mask you've been wearing for like since he debuted. But okay. But yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I got to talk to some people for channel, and I don't know how to say. I still don't know how to pronounce June Bug Films. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys at least. Um, I had a big number of people, you know, show up. 7 people. I think that's a record for me. At least to me, that's a record because nobody. I barely get any views really on these streams, or I barely get visitors on this stream. On these streams, I'll just say. But I'm glad you guys you came in and talked and enjoyed my weird ramblings and terrible taste for movies. Um, peace, love, and stay tuned for more content.